Hello, hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
Not Matt.
On today's episode, we're talking about another Bushmills product. This is the 12-year release. Don't you forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click that notification bell. Matt, why don't you tell me a little bit more about this new Bushmills release?
All right. So this is the new Bushmills 12-year single malt. So as you can see, the bottle has changed significantly since the other releases. So this is the first time they've ever used this new enhanced bottling is what they're saying it is, but whatever. So
Are they
that's what it is.
releasing at 750 or 700?
You know, I didn't check that yet. That's a good quick. It is 750 though. Well, that is nice. So that's
All right.
nice. Still getting
All
750. I didn't think. Yeah, that's the thing you're trying to check is even American producers are using like the new Jack Daniels are using 700s rather than 750s. So that is nice. We're getting the 750 from them. So the first 11 years is spent in sherry and bourbon casks, are then combined and finished for another 6 to 9 months in Marsala casks. Like I said, the first summer it's 40%. It is what it is. Apparently, there's two 12s available over in Ireland. There's the standard 40% 12, which is over there, and there's also a distillery exclusive. It's like 47.4%, but unfortunately, I've never been to the Bushmills cellar. Maybe someday. I'd love to try it. I think it would be fun. Anyway, it's triple distilled. It's 100% malted barley. As we well know from our history of Bushmills, they only make single malt. So this is only made at Bushmills, whereas other stuff, when they're blends, they get that from Jameson to borrow to make their blends. This was made by Alex Thomas, who's the second female blender at Bushmills after Helen Mulholland had retired, who was the first actual female master blender and the very first Irish in all of Ireland master blender was a female. So it's pretty cool. Alex made the Sexton, which we enjoyed, which he did the Walking Dead edition of that recently. And so, like I said, and if you don't know what Marsala is a fortified wine from the Marsala region of Italy. So let's see what we think of this. Ooh, it smells very nice and fruity.
It does. It's not like super grain forward, but it's definitely malt heavy.
Yes. Lots of malt. Well, with being 100% barley, it should be nice and malty.
I would assume so. But then the fruit notes really do start to play in, and I'm getting red tree fruit.
I get like pear and pineapple, lots of cream and effervescence, some toasted bread and some barrel char.
Yeah.
Lots of nice malty cereal notes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really pretty, for 40%, this is a very beautiful nose.
It's almost a oatmeal cream pie.
Ooh,
like that cookie.
Yeah. The little Debbie ones are so delicious.
My mom made me homemade ones. I bet they're even better.
Oh, I bet those are better. I bet those are all. I never had homemade ones. I bet that was awesome.
Next time she makes a batch, Matt, I'll make sure you get some.
All right. I'd love to try that. It sounds amazing. We could have a whole episode about little Debbie's and whiskeys. Which ones they go to bed, I guess. I also gained 400 pounds, but hey, it might be worth it. All right. Let's see what we think.
Nose smells great.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a great palate. Yeah, lots of pears, passion fruit, papaya, pineapple, lots of nice tropical fruits. What I really like in an Irish, like single pot still, this being a single malt, it's really nice to find all of these Irish, typical Irish fruity notes in here. But it's also this very clean, like rolling meadows with the wind in the air and this little black pepper, it's a little earthiness too. I find like rocks kind of you find in a field and lots of like wavy grains. This is a very outside spring whiskey to me. It's just a really nice, it's beautiful. I really like that a lot.
So first sip in, and I want to give this whiskey the best compliment I can give it, which is this almost reminds me of the depth and richness for 40% of a, which one is it? The Glenfiddich 15, the Solara cask.
Mm-hmm.
I was put out at 40% too, and that's my absolute favorite 40%. And this is heading down that path of just at least it has that nice richness of depth.
Yeah.
The first sip, I'm going to go in for another one.
It's got a lot of nice creaminess. The viscosity is very nice. It's nice and thick and oily. I mean, I would love to try this at a higher thing, but they just made that Peaky Blinders that's 46%. Love to try a version of this at 46%. Not complaining. 40 is pretty great, but 46 is always better. But this is a very, very good whiskey. I think price is like $55, $56, so fair price for a 12-year-old single malt. You know, and that's the thing too, is not only is Bushmills single malt, it's the world's original single malt by far. Beat any Scotch distillery to market because they're significantly older than most Scotch distilleries.
Yeah.
But yeah, they claim to be the world's original single malt. That's at least what their beautiful marketing says. And can't say they're probably not wrong. So, you know, doing a hell of a job with those pot stills, that's for sure. And I really enjoy that. And we'll eventually obviously bring you guys the 10, the 16, and 21 as well, which are also fabulous whiskeys made that are single malts. Wow. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's a really, really good whiskey.
I do too. It's rich. It's got a great mouthfeel. There's actually a depth of age that's kind of surprising for only 12.
Mm-hmm.
It's rich. It's robust. It's very good.
It's got a beautiful color to it too. Well, I'm sure obviously it's the Marsala, but yeah, I mean that's a nice color. It's also got really nice, you know, artwork here in the glass. They spent some serious cash on these new redesigned bottles, though. I like what they've done with them. But yeah, they've done a nice job. So it's, you know, like this the new elevated and elegant look from Bushmills, and it's a nice bottle. It's a nice touch to go from their standard bottle to look like this. It's a little bit prettier, more clean cut. It's done a lot more with the glass and the etching. It's even bumped out here at the bottom in 1608 in here. They've just done a nice job with it. It's a nice bottle. I do like bottles that are fancy, so it fits my fancy bottle category. So it's pretty. So good job.
If it's got fiddly bits on the bottle for Matt to play with, he's probably going to automatically like that whiskey a little bit more.
Much. Yeah, and even the cork. They even put a nice, you know, 1608 on the cork. They just did a nice job with it. It's just a really nice, just nice. It's a good job.
Distillery has been around longer than our country. How about that?
Yeah, by a lot. So yeah, it's delicious. So yeah, I would if you see this one, I'd pick it up. I think it's quite nice and a reasonable price.
Yeah. What's the price point you said?
55, 56.
Okay. So 12-year-old single malt. Come on. Don't you forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. We're also live every Monday night. Come hang out with us there. Until next time, keep on crusading. Put a whiskey in your glass. Cheers.
Cheers. It's quite nice. All right.
Surprising for 40%, that's for sure.
I was very surprised how good that is for 40%.
I like that one. I like the 10 as well, but that's
I haven't had the 10 in a long time.